situation was that I opened BMW in Queensland in 1970 with Ira Berk.
Been living for this feeling.
They took over the distribution of BMW because all they were good with was Datsuns.
I'm riding my way in my Ira Berk Datsun.
120Y 2 and 4 door sedans, coupe and station wagon.
They were totally out of their field but they thought, oh well, BMW, if we find someone that can pick up the threads and do something about it. So I did that, and that was in...
Nobody knew at that stage what a BMW was, really.
Well, for some time, nobody knew that. That was in July 1970. I took it over and I worked in the back of their showroom with one car in stock and got no real sort of inquiry, no interest or anything. A bit later in that period, there was a guy down at Gold Coast that heard that I was handling BMW, so he said, oh, well, can I take on the franchise for the Gold Coast? And you know who that was?
Bruce Linton. Yes.
Yeah, anyway, he did that. I don't want to boast about it, but I was the one that got it started. Because, as I say, when it first started in 1970, nobody knew about it.
Absolutely.
And, you know, no joke, the number of times when I'd say to people, oh, I got BMWs. Yeah, BMWs are great. He says, great motorbikes, I love them. The BMW bike is that not a bike, a car. No, they don't make cars. Like this is the comments that I used to get. Or I'd say, oh, BMW. BMW. Oh no, you got it wrong. You mean Volkswagen.
VW. Yes.
Yes. So after probably about 6 months at Ira Berk, I went to management and I said, look, this is not going to work. If you're going to establish the product and create a desire for people to get the bloody thing, you've got to display it. So, all right, well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do about it? Was the question. Yeah. I said, well, I know where there's a little showroom just down the road a bit, and I said we can put 3 or 4 cars in that showroom and see how we go from there. That was day one, and it took me 5 months to find somebody that stuck their hand up and says, yeah, I would like to have one of these. During that period, all the guys in the Datsun side of it were saying, for Horace, for Christ's sake, give up. Come and work with us, sell our product, not the BMWs. I said, no. I said, if we keep rocking the boat and pushing the boat, somebody will...
Yes.
Anyway, then it gained a bit from there, and I sold a couple, and then I sold 3 a month, and it slowly progressed from there.
Wow.
So in the late 72s, I sold one to a mate of mine who's a New Zealander. He joined us in 1973.
Yes.
And these were the ones that we sold. That was the second outing. Somerset Dam, thank you. Yes. And these are all members that all the cars here are cars that I'd sold to members. And then we went up to Toowoomba and had dinner at
Weese's restaurant.
Yes. That's in 1975. And these folks down here, they're all people that I'd sold cars to and encouraged them to join the club. To me, getting the club mobile and getting people to join the club, they spread the word and they did and sold more, and there was...
You understand.
And then along the way, there was lots of times when the club had meetings, and this was a wine and cheese in 1975, 75. And then we were back up at Mullaney again in 1976. These are all owners of BMWs that I sold to. And there's a whole lot of club members there. And, you know, we fly the BMW flags and sort of tell the story, And this was, you know, part of my pleasure. I used to get a lot of fun getting these people to come to different places and display the car. Like we just took over the whole areas when we went somewhere, and the final dinner on 78,
78.
10th 78, yeah. I changed camp and went to Mercedes-Benz and
Right.
was there ever,
Yep.
ever thereafter.
Yes.
And the guys that took over BMW in the next year or so, it happened from Melbourne, BMW in
Yes.
Melbourne, sent people up and they sort of waved the flag and all that. And it sort of kind of went down the hill a bit
Yes.
until it was in the 80s when they started to sort of change their marketing outlet
Yes.
or marketing operation,
Yes.
and it then started to pick up and gain strength again.
Right.
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 So, and that's related to the BMW Club as well,
Yes.
I should think.
BMW